All right, so the first thing that I do is I find my GCF. I do not have a coefficient GCF, but however, each term I can take out an x squared, leaving me with x squared plus x minus 12. Now I can do my ABCs with this. So just like if your GCF is a coefficient, I'm still going to take this x squared down here because I don't want to forget about it. So now I'm going to do my ABCs with the quadratic trinomial, which is 1, 1, negative 12. My AC is 1 times negative 12, which is negative 12. Here are my factors. All right, so if my AC is negative, but my B is positive, I need to put my negatives over here. And this looks like the winner. So x squared minus 3x plus 4x minus 12. And now I factor by grouping. So I take out an x, leaving me with x minus 3. I take out a positive 4, leaving me with x minus 3. Therefore, my x minus 3's are identical, so I rewrite it, and whatever's left over, which is x plus 4. And that is completely factored. Alrighty, so I see if there is a greatest common factor. There is not. However, I do have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, so I'm going to break it up into 2. Out of here, I can take out an x squared, leaving me with x plus 3. Out of here, I can only take out a negative 1, leaving me with x plus 3. So then I go ahead and I rewrite it as x plus 3, x squared minus 1. And then be careful. Don't be this person. This is a difference of perfect squares because the square root of x squared is x, and the square root of 1 is 1. Therefore, I drop down my x plus 3, put my x's, put my 1's, 1's a plus, 1's a minus. That is completely factored. All right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. 3 does not go into 4, so I just go ahead and group it up into 2's. Over here, I can take out an x squared, leaving me with 3x minus 4. Over here, I can take out a negative, let's see, what is that, 4? Leaving me with 3x minus 4. I rewrite my 3x minus 4, and I'm left with x squared minus 4. Once again, this is a perfect, or difference of perfect squares. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of 4 is 2. Therefore, I drop my 3x minus 4, x, 2, 2, 1's minus, 1's plus. That is completely factored. All right, Lester and Michael have both factored the polynomial. Lester factored is as that, and Michael, who is correct? All right, Lester is correct. The reason that Lester is correct is if you look at Michael's, looky here, you can still take out a 2. This is not completely factored because it still has a GCF. Therefore, Lester is correct. All right, Jimmy says, Cindy says that he is incorrect. Who is correct? All right, so Cindy is correct. And the reason that Cindy is correct is because if you look here, and this is sneaky, but if you look here, first of all, you should see that it's a difference. And then if you look, 4a squared is a perfect squared because that's 2a. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of a squared is a. And 9b to the 4th, square root of 9 is 3. Square root of b to the 4th is b squared. Therefore, I can actually factor this further by dropping my 4a squared plus 9b to the 4th. And remember, I can't do difference of perfect squares on that one because that's addition. It has to be difference. It has to be subtraction. And then over here, I would have 2a, 2a, 3b squared, 3b squared, 1's plus, and 1 is minus. That is completely factored. Nick says the factored form of that is that. Explain why a solution is incorrect. What would the trinomial need to be? Ultimately, you could actually factor this out and see that your answer should be x minus 6, x plus 3. Or you could just take what he got, which is x plus 6, x minus 3, and you could FOIL it out. Because remember, FOILing is the same thing, or is the opposite of factoring. It's undoing it. So x times x is x squared. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. 6 times x is a positive 6x. And 6 times negative 3 is negative 18. Okay? I need to combine these two, give me plus 3x minus 18, which if I look back up here is not the same because this is a positive 3x, that's a negative 3x. So either way. All right, so people get freaked out because of this. The only reason that this is important is because remember, we cannot have 0 in the denominator. Anything over 0, like 4 over 0, is undefined. So if you're looking at, let me erase that real quick. If you look at this, and let's actually put it how we're used to seeing it, which is as a fraction, over 5n minus 2. The reason that 2/5 x cannot be 2/5, or actually it should be n, is because if n is 2/5 right here, then your denominator is 0, and then it would be undefined. So it's just a technicality. Don't really worry about it. We're still going to do the exact same thing, and we're going to factor the top. So let's go ahead and factor the top. So we have 4 terms, so we break it up into 2. Over here, I can take out an 8n squared, leaving me with 5n minus 2. Over here, I can take out a positive 5, leaving me with 5n minus 2. Okay, I put them back together, so 5n minus 2 and 8n squared plus 5. Once again, that's all over 5n squared, 5n minus 2. So now I just slash out the same factors, and it leaves me with 8n squared plus 5. And that's completely simplified. All right, so same thing. So p cannot be negative 2 because if p is negative 2, that makes all of this over 0, and that's undefined. So once again, that's just a technicality. So don't stress yourself out. We're going to take this top and we're going to factor it. So 7p squared plus 9p minus 10. I do not have a GCF, therefore I do my ABCs. My AC is 7 times negative 10, which is negative 70. 235. 4 doesn't work. 5, and what is that? 70 divided by 5. 14. 6 doesn't work. 7 and 10. All right. So my B is a positive 9. My AC is negative. Therefore, I need to put it on my smaller numbers. This looks like the winner. So I'm going to go ahead and sub it out there. So 7p squared minus 5p plus 14p minus 10. Over here, I can take out a p, leaving me with 7p minus 5. Over here, I can take out a positive 2, 7p minus 5. These are the same, so 7p minus 5 and p plus 2. Now I go ahead and rewrite it up here. All over p plus 2. Same thing, I just cross out the same, I cancel, and that leaves me with 7p minus 5 as my answer. Now remember, as a check method, I go ahead and I break this up into here and here. So 7p squared divided by p is in fact 7p, and negative 10 divided by 2 is negative 5, which is what we got. Find the area. So we know that area equals length times width. So if my area equals this, ultimately what we need to do is factor. And in general, if you see ax squared plus bx plus c, it's really wanting you to factor. There is no GCF, therefore I just need to do my ABCs. My AC is 8 times negative 3, which is negative 24. 1, 24, 2, 12, oops, 2, 12, 3, 8, 4, 6. All right, my B is positive, my AC is negative, over there. This looks good to me. Therefore, we have 8x squared, so I'm subbing it out right there, minus 2x plus 12x minus 3. Over here, I can take out a 2x, leaving me with 4x minus 1. Over here, I can take out a positive 3, leaving me with 4x minus 1. So my 4x minus 1s are identical, so I rewrite them, and then whatever's left over. Therefore, my dimensions, so it could be either one. So my length and width are interchangeable, but let's just say our length is 4x minus 1, and our width is 2x plus 3. Identify all factors. Once again, your biggest thing is to find the GCF, which is 3. So immediately, I am going to circle 3. Now I divide everything by 3, giving me 8n squared minus 2n minus 135 divided by 3, 45. Okay, so now I'm going to do my ABCs. And it's going to be large and in charge. 8 times negative 45 is negative 360. All right, let's do these quick. 1, 360. 2, 180. 3, 120. 4, 90. Divided by 5. 5, 72. 6, 60. 7, I don't know. No, 8. Yeah. 9, 40. 10, 36. I think I can keep going, but let's see if any of these will give me a negative 2 from the get-go. Nope, I have to keep going. All right, so 11 doesn't work. 12, yes. What is that? 12, 30, 13. I don't know. Does 14 work? No. 15. All right, so here's all my factors. So my B is negative, which means I need to put the negatives on all my larger numbers because my AC is negative, my B is negative, and then this is going to be the winner. I go ahead and say 8n squared, sub it out here, negative 18n minus, positive 18n, minus 20n minus 45. Out of here, I can take out a 2n, leaving me with 9n. I'm sorry, what am I doing? 4n minus plus 9. Out of here, I can take out a negative 5, leaving me with 4n plus 9. My 4n plus 9s are identical, so boom, 4n plus 9, and 2n minus 5. 2n minus 5. All right, last one, identify one of the factors. All right, so first of all, you can simplify 936 to 1/4. So 1/4 x squared minus 81. The square root of 1/4 x squared. All right, so the square root of 1, that's how you break it up, okay? Square root of 1 is 1, square root of 4 is 2, square root of x squared is x, all right? Then we do the square root of 81, which is 9. So my factors would be 1/2 x, 1/2 x, 9, 9, plus, and minus. So my only factor is this one. And let's get real. This is not simplified. This is not simplified. 9, I don't know where you would get 9 from. So really, it's process of elimination as your last resort if you need be. All right, that's it. So go ahead and study hard, and we'll be taking the test tomorrow.